I want you to imagine a situation in which your daughter or son was given a peanut butter cookie and their face starts to turn blue, their throat starts to close, they can't breathe, and no air passes their tiny little lips. I can assure you that this was the worst situation I'd ever been in, and when it happened to my 1.5-year-old daughter. We found out that she is allergic to some foods, and this food caused this reaction. She's allergic to shellfish, peanuts, eggs, and soy. In my own research, I found that 84% of you know someone with a food allergen. So if 100% of us know a little bit more about food allergies, we will all be better prepared in the case of an emergency. To get to know food allergies a little bit better, I will discuss some symptoms, the treatment, and some prevention. First, I will describe the major symptoms. These can go from mild to fatal. Can be as simple as a stuffy nose, itchy eyes, itchy skin, but it can also go to an anaphylactic reaction, which can lead to death. Anaphylaxis is the most severe reaction. It happens quickly and suddenly. You have difficulty breathing, difficulty swallowing, abnormal breath sounds, dizziness, rapid pulse, and loss of consciousness. The United States National Library of Medicine also lists 25 other symptoms and signs that could be included in the anaphylactic reaction. Even though there are many different types of reactions, there are some treatments available. Let's take a look at those now. According to Dr. Sitcherer, the United States National Library of Medicine, and all of my daughter's physicians, avoidance is the best form of treatment. Reading labels, knowing what are in foods, knowing what type of proteins are in the foods, because sometimes the proteins are listed rather than the allergens themselves on the ingredient labels. Knowing to avoid things that say may contain, or processed in a facility that also processes peanuts. Those type of foods need to be completely avoided to eliminate the risk of cross-contamination. However, accidents do happen, and exposure to a food allergen may happen. The United States National Library of Medicine says that if actions are taken right away, the situation will improve. In the case of an anaphylactic reaction, the first thing you need to do is call 911. You need to calm the person down, ensure that they know that help is on the way. The third thing you need to do is locate and see if they have a medical alert bracelet. This lists their name, a contact number of the person that may be able to help, and their food allergies, and also if other conditions such as asthma are there. The next thing you want to do is locate and see if they have an epinephrine pin. This EpiPen is an injectable medication filled with epinephrine. This will clear the airways and counteract the reaction of the anaphylactic. The instructions are clearly marked on the front, but I will show you now how to use this. First, you need to take the safety cap off. This will allow the medication to be injected. You are going to take this and firmly and swiftly press it against the person's outer thigh until you hear the click, and hold the medication there for 10 seconds. Once the 10 seconds is up, the medication has been delivered and you may remove the EpiPen. The next thing you want to do is elevate the feet and cover the person with a blanket, as this may prevent shock. Do not place a pillow behind their head. This may block their airway and make it worse. So as I've mentioned, treatment can be as easy as avoiding the food, or it could go as far as needing an epinephrine pin and going to the emergency room. However, these are preventable. Next, we'll discuss the ways to prevent allergic reactions. There are no ways to prevent the allergies 100%. Avoidance, again, is the best prevention. Everyone needs to know what the child is allergic to and what the reaction may be to that certain food. Carry your epinephrine at all times, no matter where you go, just in case of an emergency. Also, by wearing your medical alert bracelet, will ensure that if the child gets separated from the parent and a reaction occurs, that person will know without a doubt what's going on. Everyone in the child's life needs to know how to administer the epinephrine pin. Communication is key in prevention. Doctors also may suggest treatment plans such as daily medications, to keep the child's immune system under control, some steroids to also calm down any reaction that may occur. He also may suggest allergy shots. This may cure the child of the allergy, but all of that needs to be discussed with a doctor. The main key for preventing an allergy reaction is to know what your triggers are and how to avoid them. In conclusion, I hope that after this presentation, you will all leave with more knowledge that will help you if you are confronted with a person that is having a reaction due to a food. I spoke about what to look for, some of the signs and symptoms, how to treat it, and some prevention options. I also hope it gives you a little bit more respect of what parents have to go through when sending your child to daycare. It may hinder you in what you can bring for a party or celebration at school, but it is in fact to save a child's life. I encourage the 84% of you that know someone with a food allergy to get a little bit more information, learn a little bit more about their individual situation. They may thank you one day, and I thank you very much.